everybody, it's Christina from cardmakingmagic.com. On the website we've covered various ways to make flowers for summer cards. These are hand cut flowers, they're made from little squares, that is covered on the website. These are little grungy flowers that you can just screw up and make grungy really, and just add to your creations there. And then we've also got the little retro punch flowers. Again, make these from the same colours that you do your cards, your backing papers, and any flower then will blend in with the theme that you're doing. So these are the retro punch flowers. Now what we're going to do today is use the same retro punches and we're going to make some poinsettias. So these are the things you're going to need to make your poinsettia flowers. You're going to need some red card, some green card, your two different sized retro punches, and from these you're going to punch out lots of shapes to make your flowers. They're obviously your centres, these will be your leaves, and the red flowers are there. And I've used a couple of distress inks to ink the edges, and the little blending tools are very handy, and I've also covered how to make your own blending tools on the website. Save yourself a load of money. Now with the shapes that you've cut out, you need 2 red, 2 green and a centre one. You're going to need your distressing inks, a little pair of scissors and perhaps some pearls or some gemstones for the centre. So take your shape and all you're going to do is pinch each of the petals, so that you're folding it in half. So just pinch them all. And then with your scissors, you're going to take off these rounded corners. You're going to make them more pointy. So from this corner where it's folded, just cut down towards the centre. And you're going to do that on every petal. And of course you're going to do that on every one of these. So when you've done that, then you can just open it out. Now all this is just a basic white tile with some felt pads stuck on the bottom. And this is what I'm going to use now to ink the edges of my flower. So there's my distress inks, and this is my little blending pad. So just dab your blending pad in there and then start on the edges and work your way over the flower, so that you're just blending all the edges in. And as you go over the centre, you can see the little bit where you've pinched it. That just starts to show up. And when you've done that, just re-pinch the edges. Okay? And as I say, you're going to do that on all your pieces. With the green ones, just ink the edges with your green distress ink. Once you've inked your red ones, use some cheap baby wipes and just clean off the red ink from your tile. And I'm just going to dry it off with a little bit of an old towel. And then you can start to ink your green ones. Okay, so just again flatten it out, use your green blender and just blend in over the edges of your green leaves. It just gives a little bit more definition to the shape. So once they're all inked and pinched, if you put them onto an old mouse mat, and then with a ball tool, you're just going to run it around the centres of the leaves. Keep the inked sides facing upwards and just roll your ball tool around, and it just brings the petals up. Just adds a little bit more shape to the petals. And then once you've done that, you're ready to start assembling the flowers. Okay, So we'll move the mouse mat out of the way. We're finished with the ball tool. What I'm going to use is some Pinfly. It's an excellent glue. It sticks virtually anything to anything, and it comes with a little syringe which makes it easy to apply. So take one of your green ones and keep the ink side upwards, and then on the bottom of the second one you're just going to apply some glue gel. And if you fit this into the other one so that they're offset, that just gives a nice shape. Then take one of your red ones, apply your glue gel and offset this into the green one. And the last piece is another red piece, and again this needs to be offset with the last red one. And then if you use your ball tool and just push it down, you'll just make sure that the glue's all stuck together. Now with your last little piece, this is when you can add your central part, and all I'm adding is just a self-adhesive pearl to the centre. And then with the glue gel, just add a little bit more glue and push that down into the centre of all the different leaves. And again, just make sure it's well stuck down, and then leave it on one side just to dry. Once it's dry, you can glitter the edges if you wish. You can spray it in a silver or a gold. It's entirely up to you. You can even put different centres in the middle if you wish. Put a gemstone or some glue gel, anything that you wish. And these are some that I did earlier. So now you've got lots of different poinsettias to go on to your Christmas cards. This one has 3 pearls in the centre. This one is made with a different shade of red paper. There's one that's been sprayed with a silver spray, and these two are just sprayed with gold and silver. But there you've got lots of little flowers now to go on to your Christmas cards.